No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. First carry now for Trey Sermon.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the handoff, Sermon.
And some room to run now. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
On the counter, Sermon.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall.
And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Makes the score Lions 7, Jets nothing. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Stevens.
That's complete. Bernard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Going play action with Stevens. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now it's Sermon.
On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Now, this defense for the Lions, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Here's Stevens to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
Jets 14, Lions 7. Braden Mann to kick off for the Jets.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
From the gun, Sermon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
14, Lions 7.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a handoff. Sermon.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw.
We're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Ben, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Back to Sermon on first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
They give to Sermon out of the gun.
Down to about the 22 here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. That punt returns 69 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14.
28. Lions 14. Braden Mann to kick off.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to us.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
7-yard line.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. Pass incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Sermon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now Stevens. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of
quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a throw here to his running back. They find some open field here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
New York.
Stevens. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Stevens setting up to throw it. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And some space here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much. Because
and for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Stevens. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Play action. Here's Stevens. He's going to look deep for more.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll try the left side. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Following the fumble recovery, Stevens. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, Bernard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Lions' 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Stevens looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They'll run. This is Bernard. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take it.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And this is Sermon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Man open, that's Marcus Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. The running left is Sermon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They run. Here's Sermon. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The return man, Ty Johnson. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Stevens now off the play fake.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
But quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
And he gave a defender the runaround there on his way to a gain of about 8. Really nicely done. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Again, here's Bernard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Throwing is Stevens.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got room. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Going play action with Stevens.
And it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
On second down now, Bernard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Here's Stevens to throw.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Stevens.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Off the bootleg. Stevens. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Romeo Okwara in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Stevens. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Sermon with space, a first down and then some.
And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sermon, they'll try the left side with it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now a run with Sermon.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
On third down, here's Sermon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you